How's that?
We are live. Hello and welcome, everyone. Of all the shows on the internet, you found us. This is Psychic Investigations. Hello. This is Psychic Investigations into Missing Persons. And 1 second. I'm going to get some feedback. This is in Psychic Investigations into Missing Persons. We are the show dedicated to not only entertaining and hopefully enlightening you, no, we're also here to do good in the world. We are here to help find missing people. It's our mission, and we're going to do everything we can. So let's do it, shall we? Okay, first, I want to welcome back. She's feeling a little better this week, and she's with us on camera. She's a former model. She's a makeup artist. She's a PR dynamo and the proprietor of Scary People Talent. She's also quite easy in the eyes, isn't she? Yes, so please give a warm welcome to my co-host, my amigo. She's the Garth to my Wayne. She's a lovely Brooke.
Hey, Brooke. That's a hell of a intro.
Hang on. We just lost her.
Oh,
all right. She's going to log back in.
I'm muted.
You disconnected.
Did I?
Yeah, you'll log back in. All right. So she's going to log back in. So let's get over with. Okay. Well, thank you for coming back, Brooke. Brooke's going to get herself logged back in. Just go back to the email I sent you and click on that link. But Brooke, we are glad to have you. But
someone shut the door on my cat. Hang on.
Give us 1 second. All right, this is the joys of live TV, folks. So I don't know what Mary's something about the cat, and Brooke is gonna come back and join us.
I'm here.
But Mary's back. Okay, thank you. Okay, so glad to have you. But we have our resident medium back today. She has some powerful gifts. Hang on, do I see her coming back? No, not yet. She has some powerful gifts that we're going to try to take out for a spin here today. She's a medium and a remote viewer. She talks to dead people. She talks to spirit, and she's the one the police call when they can't figure anything out. She's been regarded as one of the top 5 psychics today. She can read you from across the planet, but most of all, she loves and lives to find your missing loved ones. You. That's who I'm talking about. So let's say hello to the one, the only, Mary the Medium.
Hey,
hello.
guys. Hey. Happy Sunday.
Hello, Mary. How are you today?
I'm good. Happy Sunday.
It is Sunday already.
Yeah.
Well, we lost an hour. I think we just had the hang on, we got it already happened, honey. We already lost an hour. Okay, so Brooke is back, but we already lost an hour last night. So yeah, we are an hour
so
behind.
Is it 3:00?
It is 3, but it should be 2.
That's why we're all confused.
Our bodies say 2, but our clock says 3.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Let me
just checking.
So you're the Garth to my Wayne. Did you catch that, Brooke? You're the Garth to my Wayne. You did. Okay.
You're the best.
How are you today,
Hello,
Brooke?
everybody.
Are we feeling better?
I'm feeling great. I was just having a little bit of a bloody nose last week. So no bloody nose, and I'm here. Hello, Mary. So nice to see you.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course, the bloody nose might liven the show up a little bit. That might be kind of fun. So next time, let's go with blood. I think you learned that from the news. If it bleeds, it leads. So hey, if we have some blood on camera, we'll get more views.
Right. We will.
Won't
we?
Hi, John. How are you? I see John Patterson logging in. Hi. Just wanted to say hi.
John.
But I
Hi,
chat, but
John.
that'd be way confusing right now. So I might be able to get back on the chat at some point, but that seems hard. But all right. Well, thank you for joining us today, Mary and Brooke. We have a great show for you today.
Cool.
And we're going to focus entirely this show. We're going to focus on our obsession. We got a little off our mission last week. We're going to focus on our mission, and that is finding some missing people. As always, we encourage anyone watching us live today or ever, if you have somebody missing, if you've got a loved one, that's what we want to do. So please reach out to Brooke in the chat or reach out to us offline at some point. We'd love to be able to help you out.
Or reach out to Aubrey in the chat. I'm not in the chat today.
Oh yeah, Aubrey's joining us too. So hello, Aubrey.
Hi,
Aubrey.
Aubrey. She's our moderator.
Moderator.
Thanks, Aubrey.
Maybe she'll appear on camera someday, right?
Of
I
course.
don't know. But we'll see. We'll see, Aubrey. Well, we appreciate your work, Aubrey, and appreciate Brooke for manning the chat. Yeah, just let us know if you want to find somebody. We'll get you helped out and see what Mary can to help you out. So, Aubrey, I see the chat. I see this. All right.
I can't see the chat today. So.
Well, okay. So yeah, like I said, if anybody, don't delay. Please reach out right now and ask if there's someone you need help in finding. But we're gonna move on and work on something else first.
I want to know, John, if you can answer. Did you do what I said to do? John
Okay.
had some spiritual experiences, not spiritual, but had some experiences from the other realm. So,
Hmm.
John, did you take the precautions that I said to do? So we'll I'm sure he'll answer some point
Okay.
here. So, but the
Yes,
whole
he did.
time he did
He
good,
did. Well,
excellent.
I'm not
Okay, good.
confirming that.
Did
I
it
haven't
stop
checked, but
it? Did it stop it?
did it
Are you
stop?
looking in the chat?
Oh, I'm looking at it, but yeah, apparently she's already had some dealings with John, and yeah, I mean Mary's great at finding answers for you. Yeah, if you're dealing with some things you can't get rid of in your life, some spirits or
Oh
some
yeah, yeah,
bad luck, Mary's great at doing that kind of thing. But
yeah.
all right, yeah, so far yes, so far it's
Okay,
John
great.
has been helped.
Okay, good.
All
You
right,
know, it's so weird. I was up near Floridana Beach in Florida. Like God, I have no idea how far that is away from where I am. So I was racing to get back here, and all of a sudden, this young child, young girl with brown hair shows up, and
shows up just like
yeah, it just shows up like in my mind's eye, she just shows up. So I
okay.
I don't know what. For the viewing audience, I know nothing about what Jeff and Brooke have planned. Okay. And I read totally blind. Oh, hello, Tuck Tuck. That, that's
We're
Tuck
gonna
Tuck.
visit her, folks.
Yeah, Tuck Tuck. He sees all my past kitties that have passed. I mean, he'll stand at the edge of the bed. He'll look down at something and growl, and of course, there's nothing there. So it's probably one of my deceased cats,
So you
like
not
Charlie.
only have ghost people visiting you, you have ghost pets
Oh
visiting.
yeah. Oh yeah. A lot of people think, "Oh, my pet just died. He's gone over to the Rainbow Bridge." What you need to know is that the animals that loved you and stayed with you in your life have not left you, okay?
Oh,
So when it's your time to go, they will go with you. Or if there is a loved one on the other side, okay, and the pet feels left out because automatically you got a new pet, then he'll go with the loved one. But I've got pictures of animals that basically stayed where they were loved. Like I got a picture at Lucinda's house with her dog Droopy that had passed, and my other cat running right through him. I got a video of that. So
wow.
here's Droopy in the hallway, and here's a live cat running through the dead dog, kind of thing. So just so you know that your animals stay with you. Now, if you were mean and ugly to them, of course not.
Hmm.
But for the most part, that's what happens.
Oh dear. I haven't had
That's
too many
the
pets.
human's way of coping with the loss of an animal is called the rainbow bridge. But if they stop and think about it, don't pull up the food bowls, don't pull up the pet toys, leave them there. Okay.
Oh,
They haven't left you. So
oh,
anyway, that's my spiel for
No,
thanks,
I
Amy,
think
for that.
that's really interesting, Mary. I have a friend who
Mhm.
lost their father-in-law soon, and I was talking to a mutual friend of ours who's got
Right.
gifts, and she was telling my friend, leave coffee out because he's visiting and he wants coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just thought that was so interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
For someone with a Christian background who
Hmm.
I feel like I have gifts like fruits of the spirit I've had since I was younger. A lot of people get persecuted for that.
Oh yeah, I was growing up in the deep south. I was absolutely, that must be a devil child. So I hid my gift for all these years, okay? Because if it came out, I came from a Bible Baptist type of community. 5 churches, 300 people. Hello, what does that tell you? You know? It's
Oh
like
yeah.
you don't dare mention a gift, You don't dare because they would either throw you in a mental institution, your family would be ostracized, and I couldn't have that happen to my family. I just simply couldn't. So I hid my gift until I finally couldn't anymore.
And that was just recently.
Maybe in the last 20 years, but I really came out with it. Yeah, just not too long ago.
Mary, sorry to interrupt, but we have a John from the audience has apparently he has a brother that has been born before him, and his whereabouts are unknown. Not sure if living or deceased. He wants to know maybe you could help him. Doesn't have a picture of the brother though.
He doesn't. Okay. And where is John from?
John, where are you? Where are you from?
Is this John? Is this John, the first guy that John?
Yeah, it's the guy you've been
Yep.
talking with.
Yeah.
the guy
So
you spoke with earlier.
Midwest, up north, Midwest.
Oh, so you're answering the question before he has a chance to it. All right. So you're saying Upper Midwest. That's where John lives. But do
No,
you have
that's
any
where
insight on his brother? Or do you
his-
need more?
his
You need a
brother,
picture? Or...
his brother.
He's in
Uh,
Indiana, so that certainly counts as the Upper Midwest. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So his brother, homeless, and John, honey, I'm sorry. I don't think he is alive. The last place I'm seeing him is on the streets. I think he's homeless.
You think
And he
perhaps
died.
he's
Oh.
survived for a while, homeless, and has since passed.
I
That's
think he has passed. Okay. Yeah. I think he's passed. I'm seeing him homeless. But the problem is sometimes the homeless people, whether it's through mental illness, they simply lost their job, they lost their house. Some don't want to return back to a normal life, but there was something maybe a little off with him, John, and he was homeless, maybe schizophrenia, maybe some sort of mental illness. He wandered the streets, and he was in and out of homeless shelters, soup kitchens, but I think drugs, mental illness, and I think he has passed.
oh man. That's
I'm
certainly
sorry.
Not the
I'm
answer.
sorry.
That, he
That's
was
a
looking for.
horrible, horrible. I hate that for anybody. I really, really do. I think we as humans can do more to help people who are homeless.
Yeah. It's almost oh shit. Mom only. Oh, he was taken. Oh, he was taken as a baby.
Oh dear.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Well, you got feedback. What?
Oh, I think John was saying that his brother was taken away. Maybe he was, I'm guessing, adopted away or
Right.
taken
Probably.
from
Yeah.
30 minutes after he was born.
Right.
Yeah,
And
but
I saw that it was someone his family knew, if not part of his family, and they put him up for adoption. I don't think the parents could afford another child, but I got this child can't stay with this family because I think someone would find out about it.
oh shit, he said all the paperwork was destroyed by the mom's parents. Oh man. So yeah, it's just no.
Bingo.
Well, I mean, God, I wish I could have brought a reunion to him, but that's just it's life sometimes. So
Wait a minute. And now, John, you just had a brother pass. Am
John,
I
did you just
correct?
have a brother die? Like another one that you knew? Oh,
What did he say?
he didn't.
He didn't say.
No, he said his brother was born in Baltimore, and all the paperwork was destroyed by his mom's parents. That's
Okay.
what
All
I'm
right.
getting at.
Okay. All
So
right.
we'll see. I'll kind of see if John responds to us, but let's get moved on, and
Okay.
maybe we'll get back to John at some point. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
John.
John, you can always text me. Okay. I'm on Twitter, Mary the Medium, Facebook, Mary the Medium, Mary Johnson, and then Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, John is saying yes. He was found Saturday morning, as in his brother. Oh, he had another brother that just passed. Oh yeah, Saturday morning. That that counts as recently. I would. Wow.
That's real recent.
So was he ever homeless, John?
Oh, the brother who just passed on Saturday. Was
Yeah.
that
Did
brother?
he?
Oh, perhaps Mary is reading the wrong brother.
Was he ever homeless? Drugs, homeless?
Oh man. Oh, that would be.
Now,
Perhaps that's a happy ending that she was reading the wrong wow, it's just
No.
incredible. This is why I love having Mary. She picks up stuff like this. I don't know. Man.
But no, I do see the other brother. But
Oh, the infant that was lost. Okay.
yeah, the lost. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yes, her brother was. Yes, he was a drug addict. So yeah, he was a homeless. So
Okay. All right. So that I'm thinking that homelessness goes with the brother that just passed.
oh, okay.
The third brother, I'm still getting no.
Still getting the rotten ending for him though. Huh?
Yeah, I'm still getting something happened. Something happened with him. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the way
Okay.
it goes.
All
Okay,
right.
well,
I'll get with you after the
On
show.
to missing people.
okay, so let's go
gonna
into
start
some
with
other
this.
missing people. But yeah, continue if anybody has anybody out there. Yeah, we'd love to help finding someone live out there. So
Right.
but let's move on. But the first story I want to discuss, let me go ahead and get a picture up here. And this is actually all were suggested by a viewer of ours. So, okay, so this is the first story I want to discuss. This is Kyron Horman in 2010. This little guy had just turned 8 years old. So he was went to school one day. His stepmother took him to school. She stuck around long enough to attend this science fair. That's what this picture is. At the science fair.
The mother.
Well, the stepmother took him to school, and the stepmother, her story was she dropped him off at the school, and then he left, went to class, and she went about her day, assumed he went to school, but he never made it to his first class. He was marked absent and has never been seen again. So let me show you a couple more pictures before we get some answers. So this one is a picture of him with his biological mother. This is not the one who dropped him off at school.
Right.
The one who dropped him off, this is his stepmother, the one who dropped him off.
Terrible,
So
terrible.
this is
terrible.
Terry Horman. She's the one who dropped him off. So
yeah.
What are your thoughts?
The stepmother.
The stepmother, you get a bad feeling looking at stepmother,
yeah,
you think?
Absolutely. She wanted kids by this guy, her own kids. She didn't want this kid. She didn't want this stepchild. I got her. I'm naming her.
You're naming her. Yeah,
Spirit is naming her.
Spirit is saying that's the person. Huh? That's the one who's responsible.
Right. He loved his natural mother.
The little boy is gone, right? He's deceased.
Yeah, he loved his natural mother. Loved her. Did not like her. This woman was mean, and the stepmother. Spirit is showing me now. This is not my opinion. This is Spirit's opinion. Spirit is showing me that the stepmother was not nice to this child.
No,
not at all. Go back to the stepmother.
Okay, this is Terry Horman.
Yeah, no.
She wasn't nice to him. You think she's the one responsible for him not being around anymore,
huh? Spirit says that she is responsible for what happened to him. Now, I'm seeing like a pond. Have they never found his body? A pond.
They have not. No, they've got no trace of him whatsoever. So you're saying a pond?
Pond. Yep, pond.
Okay. Pond, is it near
he was drowned?
Yes.
He was drowned.
And that's where he was left. He's in the pond. It was submerged. This is more than a decade.
Submerged. Yeah, I got
potentially be something of him left, but yeah.
Pond.
So
water park. Is there a water park near where she lives?
A water park.
Now remember, Spirit shows me signs, symbols, and imagery. I'm getting water park, pond. These are all references towards water, obviously. Mm-hmm. Did she must have taken him to a water park. Okay, at some point he's referring to a water park. Now, so maybe that's where she told him she was taking him. That's where she was.
Well, she had, a reason for the kid not to go to school. So she was responsible. The kid never went to school. She took him home after her science fair. Maybe that's what she was telling him was we're going to a water park. She said she went to a gym afterward. She went to errands at the grocery store. I mean, she's got some accounting for her day, but it seems like there's some gaps. You're thinking maybe she lied to the kid and told him they were going to a water park, huh?
Yeah, something about a water park. And I think I'm hearing the child. Something about a water park, and I got pond. Like he is in a pond. I would look 10 miles out.
10 miles from his home or his school, like where he was
Right.
last seen?
10 miles from his home.
Mary, do you think that it's recoverable at this point? Because it's been, did you say a decade, Kel?
Yeah, it's been more than 10 years.
I mean, possibly. How long does it take human bones to dissolve in water?
Oh, a hell of a lot longer. I mean,
Yeah,
it's been
especially
14 years,
stagnant
but yeah, I
water.
mean the bones would still be around.
Stagnant water. Now the flesh will be gone, but the bones will still be there.
Some of the small ones would be gone, but the femur, that's going to take a long ass time to go away. I mean, even
Yeah,
if it's submerged in water. So there would definitely be stuff even left. So a pond 10 miles from his home. That's the answer for Kyron Horman.
And there's a street called, starts with a T, Talisman, T-A, a street called T-A. What street did they live on?
No idea. He just like
somewhere in Portland. I don't know the street.
Portland, Oregon.
Skyline Elementary School is where he was disappeared from. Skyline Elementary School.
Okay. All right. There's a street that starts with T-A. May. The Maine Coon. T-A.
Let's see. I'm looking at
near her home. And I feel like she took that street, or it's, I want to say maybe it's a major thoroughfare. T-A. Wonder what that stands for. T-A. Okay, so we would have to look near their home. But he said water park. He said pond and water park.
A water park near. I'm looking at the school on a map, so I'm looking for a water park near there. There are.
And when did he go missing?
When? It was
14 years ago.
2010.
2010, but what month?
He went missing June 4th, 2010.
Okay. That would explain a water park. Because if it was in December, she wouldn't take him. Yeah, snow and ice on the road and everything.
Yeah, I think it was like the end of the school year. So I'm not seeing any water parks near there. There's all about rentals. So yeah, so you're saying, okay, so just to sum it up, I want to move on. So to sum it up, what she says is the stepmother is responsible. Perhaps she drowned the kid in a pond. If you're telling them that they're going to a water park, that's kind of what we're guessing. It's a pond somewhere around 10 miles from the kid's home or where he was last seen in the school, and it's near a road that starts with a T, kind of a main thoroughfare. So that's kind of summing up what Mary or what Spirit told Mary about this.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll maybe dig into this a little bit more. Maybe we can figure out something from those details.
And I think he had like one of his toys with him. He had one of the toys in the car, and I think she just like threw it. But Spirit is showing me. Okay, so not liking the woman. That's what Spirit. Hey, Wilbur. Spirit showed me not liking the woman.
I don't look at her.
He
anymore.
loved her.
She seems like a good mother, at least this one.
But, we have another case, Mary.
All right, let's move on. All right, so how about this one here? Let me go look. So this one is out of Tennessee. As a little 5-year-old girl named Summer Wells, and here's a picture of Summer. There is not much to go on here. So Summer was outside her home playing with her brothers. Apparently, she was picking flowers the last time she was seen. She told her brothers
yellow flowers.
she wanted to go into the basement to play with her toys, but was never seen again. So her mom went into the house shortly later. She wasn't there, and she just was not seen. So they've searched everywhere. They really don't have much to go on. Despite their best efforts, not a trace was found. So what do we think on this one?
Okay, so she was snatched by a guy, who who, and he was wearing kind of like a uniform. Okay. Kind of either postman, mail person, UPS, some sort of uniform, like a shirt, not saying that the pants were there, but the shirt was on like a uniform, maybe even a custodial type uniform. And dirt road, picking flowers. Was she on a bicycle? Was she on a bike? Or she was out in her front yard?
Nothing that I read, but yeah, she was out. Perhaps before that, they said she was picking flowers, and then she wanted to go inside. I never read nothing about a bike.
Yeah. So this person just grabbed her, and she is down a dirt road. It's got some tall grass, and it's in the countryside. Okay,
it was Tennessee.
Where was she missing from? What was the name of the city, the town?
Tennessee. Let me see if I can't.
It's a dirt road.
Mary, do you think that this guy was like, scouting her, like, watching her?
He was a pedophile. Yeah, he had seen her before.
Rogersville, Tennessee.
Yeah, sexual deviant, and unfortunately, she has passed. And I see a dirt road. There is, and the dirt road comes along a gravel, not a gravel, but a poorly maintained county road. And it's a dirt road with it's got tall brush on the sides. It looks to be, okay, if I'm looking at the dirt road, there is an old dilapidated wooden shanty not far. I mean, it's like sitting back on the lot on the right-hand side. The tall brush is on the left-hand side. It's like it's not maintained. The road is not maintained. It's a dirt road. She is, her body was left there.
Yeah, I know the area.
How many miles away? How many miles away? 7.
7 miles from her home. That's where she is on a dirt road.
3 to 7. 3 to 7.
3 to 7 miles from her home.
Right. You'll see me doing things with my hands. This is, I know it's strange, people. Okay. And you'll see me look up and do this, go side to side, but this is how I get my information. 3.5 miles away. 3.5 miles away.
How long ago did this happen, Cal?
This is just a few years ago. This is pretty recently. And I know the area.
Down that dirt road. I want to say he drove like a van. It was a wagon type vehicle, van or station wagon.
This is van. June of 20.
And he had hair to here. Okay. He had hair to right about here. So
maybe a mail van or an Amazon van or something?
Yeah. Well, no, not really. I think he had on a type of uniform top, but I think that was an old shirt.
Oh.
So it's like a ruse?
Yeah.
Or he laundry day. That's what he had left. I mean,
snatched her.
I wear old corporate shirts that I have just when laundry runs out. But
right.
Okay. Yeah, I know the area you're talking about. This is right where my uncle lives. It's east of Knoxville, and it's really rural. My uncle lives out this way.
It is rural.
Near Johnson City, and it is backwoods. There's my uncle's house. Yeah, depending on the season, it's not accessible by sedan. You need a pickup truck to get to it in certain weather. So it is very rural. So that's where 3.5 miles away from her home. That is where Summer Wells is. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a good ending for us, but that's what Spirit is saying about Summer Wells. So
Mary, do you think that it's recoverable? Do you think they'll find her?
Her body is recoverable. Her bones are, yes.
Yeah, it hasn't even been quite 3 years, so there'd be something left.
And you got to go maybe 200 feet down this dirt road. Okay. 200 feet down this dirt road. I mean, people drive up and down this road, but it's not, the road is not maintained. It's
No.
like, where's the asphalt? The asphalt isn't all together there. It's like they should have maintained this road 30 years ago and they didn't.
Oh, so it's not a dirt road. It was once asphalt that's just torn up. Yeah, I've been.
Well, it's, it's rough, gravelly type of
Yeah.
thing. But the dirt road intersects with it. It's like people pass by it all the time. Only the locals would, they know of the dirt road, but no one really goes down there. I don't know. I think it's just leads out to pastures but there's a shanty, a broken down shanty, like something you would see in the deep South where, somebody old lived there and it just kind of is falling apart kind of thing. It's on the opposite side of the dirt road.
John.
Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm not sure if John has medium powers
he's looking at
also,
the
but
chat.
he's agreeing with you, saying that he was buried 20 feet off the road. So John is having visions. He was feeling water with the first one as well. So he must have some type of gifts also. So, but yeah, so that's Summer Wells. Unfortunately, that's another bad ending. So 3.5 miles from her home on a dirt road.
Yeah, 3.5 miles from her home.
I mean, would you concur with 20 feet off the road, buried somewhere? Is that what you're seeing also? Buried,
yeah. She's off the road. There's some tall brush. And what marks the dirt road as it intersects with the terribly maintained rural road is that there are wildflowers.
There's wildflowers
right there at the front of it.
Well, what we could always do, Mary, is talk to the police and give them a map. But we've tried to do that before, and it didn't go over real well. Remember Heather Elvis?
Oh, yeah. The solicitor, what's his name? Jimmy
Richardson.
Yeah, he's like, ha, just laughed me off. Yeah, he should have listened to me. She's in old Lady of the Lake or Old Mary's Lake or something. The big fat dude and another friend of hers hit her over the head, she was in the boat, hit her over the head, carried her out there and dumped her body in the lake right there. Well, that's alligator infested territory. So they're not going to find her remains, but Jimmy should have listened to me.
I know. I tried to call too over and over and over again, and I really got nothing. But we know that the wife and the husband that she was having an affair with are responsible. They're in jail.
Yeah. The wife is the one who paid the big fat dude that she knew to take her out, to take Heather out.
And Heather was pregnant.
Yes,
through an affair. That's it. But I know we're not here to talk about Heather. Maybe that's another episode if it's welcomed.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to.
So we're ready for a third one.
So that poor little girl, she got snatched.
Oakland, Idaho. Very, very small town. This guy's name.
The man.
Michael Volk. This one, she's already giving you the answer. Okay, this was a few years ago, a couple years ago. Michael was at home with his baby sister and his dad. His dad was changing a particularly nasty diaper, and he said that Michael just disappeared for 10 minutes to change.
The man.
Was 5. His dad's story was he was just there 1 minute, and the next he wasn't. Another one like this, and here is a picture of
him. He did it. He did it. He did it.
The father?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, they had some dogs. They tracked the kid. So I guess the kid was kind of rambunctious, wandering. So they said the kid may have wandered off. They tracked his scent a little bit out into the field, but then it was gone. Dad says the kid just disappeared.
The father should never have been left with that child.
Was he suspected at all? He was?
Yeah, they don't have any going, but yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, in every one of these cases, or in the first case, and in this case,
he's
yes,
pissed.
The first case is the chief suspect, and yes, the father in this case is also.
He's pissed, and she knows it. She knows he did it. He's pissed because he has to change dirty diapers. That's not what he wanted for his life. And as a matter of fact, I saw another woman with him, not her, but he had a girl, a woman on the side, and I think he met her in a bar. I don't know what his habits were, but I'm saying like he felt trapped. He had to change a dirty diaper. He just didn't care about the kid. She did, but she knows he did it.
Oh man, I had my mic off. Thanks, I appreciate you, John. Let me know that, but I'm not sure what everybody heard. But yeah, So what Mary is saying is the kid disappeared. Dad said that he was there 1 minute, he's gone the next, but he was pissed off about the dirty diaper he had to change. He was pissed off about the dirty diaper they had to change, and that was ultimately what kind of drove him to get rid of the brother. What an asshole! This fucking guy.
There's a certain place.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
just
what
looking
spirit,
at this guy.
That's what spirit is showing me. It's like, this is. I mean, he wanted to change his life. As a matter of fact, I was thinking that he was going to divorce her. I don't know what kind of problems they were having, but he wasn't happy. Oh no, sorry.
Okay. When your mic was off, Cal, did you say? I thought I heard you say that the father was a suspect.
Yeah. Actually, what I was saying was in the first case and in this case that Mary basically she jumped on the chief suspect immediately, because in this case the father is definitely the chief suspect, and in the first case the stepmother was also the chief suspect. Unfortunately, there's just no evidence to do anything with either of these. But he
is that the mother, right? That's the mother.
Is that the mom or the stepmom?
That's the mother. I was talking about the stepmother was the first case I was talking about in the Kyron case, but this case is the mother and the father. They were biological parents.
And she's standing by her man, even though he killed the kid.
I feel like she feels like she doesn't have anywhere to turn. I feel like this guy was abusive too. This guy, do we have another picture of him? Is that the only picture we got of him? He was abusive.
That's the only one I could get. Yeah,
he's abusive not real photogenic, to her and to the poor little child. He was abusive.
Hey, so, John, I mean, do you see anybody else involved, or do you?
Does this husband have a brother?
Does he have a brother? I'm trying to.
Is there any way to find that out?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. But do you? I mean, is that? Do you think there's another man involved?
There's someone else that knows about this besides the wife. He was abusive not only to her but to the kid. He wanted out. I think he met someone else at a bar. Okay, and it's a blonde woman. Okay, and he wanted out. He didn't want to be trapped. He was trapped and abusive. That's what spirit is showing me.
Okay. I'm trying to find a picture of some other people that were potentially involved. Stacy and Siri won. They were people. That was just other people. I mean, these are.
I feel like his face got smashed in.
Oh my goodness! Like abuse, like physical abuse?
Yeah, physical abuse. Yeah, she's been hit many times by him. Why in the hell she didn't take a shotgun and blow his head off? I don't know. Did I just say that? Yes, I did.
Justified, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sometimes people need a killing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I've got some stories about that. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, I've got an image.
Or something. I mean, why would this child be such an issue for the father to deep six his child? Like, how?
He
wanted his freedom. And that was baggage. He was abusive.
I want to show you some other people that
Spirit is showing me like
are involved in this case.
Spirit is saying my head hurts, and it's a little boy holding his face.
Look at this picture, Mary. These two people. Look at these two people, Mary. What do you think about these two people in regards to the case we were just talking about? Do they have any involvement or
to that little boy?
Yeah.
Did she? She wanted a kid so bad. That's what I'm getting. She wanted a kid so bad. Who is this? Who is this?
Yeah. How does she apply?
I'm looking
She,
at this.
I mean, he wouldn't have sold that boy. I got his face hurts. So I got abuse. Now, this is obviously in the past. So the father was abusing, but was there any indication that the child was sold or given to this couple?
No, I'm looking at the police believe that she was involved. I'm trying to understand why the police believe she was involved in the disappearance. But she was actually had served time recently for something else.
Like she kidnapped the kid. Okay, so the father was abusive. And I think the father, turned his back. I'm thinking the father let this happen. The father let this happen. And that woman
Okay.
and her, I mean, she's sick. She is sick in the head. That woman is mentally ill. What happened to her?
The woman she just did time in prison for a different case, for a firearms charge. It looks like she had an illegal gun. I'm trying to see, but they're saying that she is a suspect, like publicly announced suspect in the case. I'm trying to understand why they think she's a suspect or how she's related to them. So police maybe are not being really forthcoming.
How she's related to them? Well, my question
I'm trying to understand why the police believe she was involved.
Yeah, and how would the parents know these people?
Damn it. Sorry.
It happened to me too, Mary. It's okay.
Let me message them. I feel like she took the kid somewhere. Did she ever babysit that kid?
Can't answer. I'm looking. Stacy Wondra, that's her name. She just did 21 months for unlawful possession with a firearm, but the police believe that they were involved. That she's involved. Police dug through her backyard looking for the remains, but did not find him, obviously, because she hasn't been charged in that case. I don't know why the police believe Stacy Wondra was involved.
A landfill.
That's they'll never find. Damn it! I hate landfills,
No.
man.
Okay, so did she drive a van or a 4-door car? I'm seeing there's 2 cars. One was a van, one was a 4-door car. 4-door like a Chevy or something, nondescript kind of car. I feel like, well, she knew the husband. I think that she was friendly with that family. She wanted a kid. She didn't want them to have him. I think she knew how abusive the father was. She may have taken that child, but I got his head hurts right here. Like he got bashed in the face. Now, is this from the father or from that woman is the question. So the father had something to do with that woman. And I think the 2 of them maybe not together, not together. You know how realtors are? Oh my God. Right. Leave me alone. Not together. So she took the kid and he was abused also by her.
Apparently Stacy is the man's name. Sarah is the woman's name.
Stacy is the man's name?
Stacy's the man. That fat couple, the weird looking fat couple.
Stacy is the man's name?
But yeah.
Crazy. No, they are the ones. The father just derelict in his duties as a dad, was abusive, and this woman and her sadistic, or I think he literally is very slow. The guy in that photo, he's very slow. And while she wanted kids, she wanted to protect kids. She's also responsible for killing them.
Oh dear.
like two
So
personalities.
the father, father kind of knows more than the father knows more than he's leading on to, but he wasn't necessarily the one that took her.
He's not the one. I mean, I got the father. I got the father was abusive. He was derelict in his duties as a dad. I felt in the beginning that he killed the kid. He didn't. When you showed me her picture, she took the kid. She killed the kid.
So was he involved in it? Like the plans to kill the child?
I think he knew about it. He knew her. Show me his picture again. The father.
The father?
Yeah, the father. The abusive dad.
Yeah, one sec.
The picture of the parents.
Wrong one.
Oh, anyone will do.
Yeah, just anybody.
That's the mother, right?
That's the father.
Abusive. Yeah, he had a temper. The woman that is accused of the woman that was in jail got out and they're accusing her of taking the child. She had two personalities: sweet loving mama and vicious bitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that would be Sarah here. Yes,
Sarah.
Yeah,
sadistic Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, sadistic. Yeah, and he is very
slow.
Yeah.
What did you say about the husband? There's something wrong with him, or?
Yeah, he's slow. There's
he does.
a
I see
mental
pictures of him. He does look like he's.
Yeah, there is a problem, mental problem, physical problem with him. But I see two personalities with her. Like I said, sweet loving mama and sadistic bitch Sarah. And the child got hit in the face, and I'm wondering if she did it or if she did it. Yeah, she did it. The father, the original father, the dad showed with the mother, he has a bad anger problem.
Right. Hey, let me throw this up on this. Here's another picture of that Stacy guy.
Sadistic.
But he's just he looks. I think he's mentally challenged or something. But Sarah is probably
he is. Oh my God, that poor child.
Yeah, he's the one that did time for the weapons charge. Sounded like he was just an idiot, didn't know what he was doing. But maybe Sarah.
He's more than an idiot. He's a disgusting pig.
Oh, dear.
Okay, I can say this. All right, this is coming from spirit.
Okay.
So I mean, seriously. So she killed the kid. He helped, but I think he's so mentally challenged. There's something seriously wrong with that man that she dominates him. Sarah dominates Stacy. That's his name, right? Stacy.
Yeah.
Sarah dominates him. She makes the rules. She does this, and they're like, "Oh, poor baby. Oh, yes, you little bastard." Bam. That's the kind of person she is.
Oh, you think maybe? Summing up what kind of spirit has been said, you think perhaps the stepfather was trying to get rid of the kid, wanted to give the kid away to a couple that were just too dumb and violent to have a kid, and they ended up killing the kid. That's.
I think the stepfather knew this woman before she ever snatched him. Okay, and I don't know if he met her, if she lived on the street, or if the same school, or somehow she ingrained herself in this man's life, in this family's life. Next thing you know, the kid's gone. I think she didn't like what she was seeing, but she wanted kids of her own. But something happened with Stacy. No, what's her? Sarah and Stacy. Something happened with Stacy and the boy. I don't know if it was sexual in nature. All right. Mm. The big fat, what do they call him? Big fat tub of lard, mentally challenged guy.
Yeah.
I am not politically correct, people.
Well, if he did what he did, fuck him.
He was a sexual deviant. I saw something happen with him and the little boy, and the little boy died. Yes, they do have the right woman. Yes, they do. They need to arrest him as well.
Need to arrest Stacy, right? Yeah. I mean, I think
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what the police are saying is
Oh,
that they're
yes.
involved in it and then they were connected. But
Yeah.
awful case. Okay. All right. I got
something doesn't add up between the natural dad and Sarah. Something doesn't add up there.
something's wrong. I mean, there's no clarity on how they were involved. At least, I mean, the police are being
tight-lipped.
the vest. Apparently,
Like
I think the police know and trying to prove it. Maybe they're being tight to vest, hoping
they
someone
would
slips
say
up.
hi
I watched
to
long
each
of it,
other. They would say hi to each other, like she was watching this family. They were saying hi to each other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I mean, I have just one more. I think we've already discussed this previous, not on the show, but Madeleine McCann. I think
Oh my
everyone.
gosh, yes.
I
I
think
was
you've
going
already
to ask
talked
about
about
this.
this. So I mean, I think everyone knows this is almost 20
You
years ago.
want to hear? We're going to go over our hour, just so if anybody has to go to work or anything, you can always watch it later on
Lunch.
YouTube. But okay, so where was I? I was in Panama looking at property with my ex-husband, and we were in the most remote jungle in Panama. Okay. And here were two Kuna Indian women. Okay, remote jungle, Panama, escorting a little girl identical to Madeleine McCann down the side of the mountain. We had gotten out, we were walking around the property, and here comes two Kuna Indians, each of them holding the little white child. Now, these Indians were dark. A white child with two different with her eyes like this. It was like they were almond shaped, okay, like Madeleine's. And I what did I do? I tweeted about it, or I put it on Facebook. Guys, I'm in Panama and I just saw a young girl that looks like Madeleine McCann being escorted by two Kuna Indians in Panama. Like,
this was, I mean, 20 years ago, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, why am I seeing two Indians with a firm grip on this young white child in the remote jungle in Panama? Why am I seeing that?
Did you see this? I mean, did you see this? They were actually in front of you, or was this like a spirit vision you saw?
No, they were in front of me, live human beings. No spirit. They were walking down the side of the mountain with this child, and each one of them had her by the arm. And I thought, good God, she looks just like, and this is right when Madeleine McCann went missing.
Yeah, I mean, that was in Spain somewhere.
Unless
Portugal?
I know. This is what's the weirdest
the time
thing.
it was. Okay, I got you.
Okay, the weirdest thing is I was thinking, okay, so it might be a landowner and these two people were watching the child. Okay, no big deal. So obviously this was not Madeleine McCann. Now, I know they had this German suspect. You know, they were looking at this German pedophile, and they should be. I don't know if he was arrested or not. I hope he was, because where he was living, okay, there is a hill there with a tree, and it looks like pet graves, where he says, oh, he's buried his pets. No, those are children that he molested and murdered. It is near the house where he was staying in this, I guess, Portugal. Is it Portugal?
Yeah, that's where she disappeared from.
There's a yellow house where he was staying. It was like a little cottage or something, but there's a tree not far away that have like graves. Small little graves. And it's my pets. I buried my pets. No, those are not pets.
But it's really a child cemetery.
Yeah, they need to look at that tree. They need to look what's buried beside that tree.
And it's close to the resort that she disappeared from in Portugal?
Yes, it is.
Next door, right, Mary?
About a mile and a half away.
Mile and a half. And you're saying a yellow building?
A yellow cottage, like a tiny cottage or something. Yellow.
Huh.
There's a
Wasn't she
tree
taken from
there, and he
inside
would
her
kneel
hotel room?
down, and
I'm a
he
little
would
bit
put
rusty
he,
with this.
he
Yeah.
would put flower. He would put some like yellow flowers, almost the same color as the thing. He would put yellow flowers down by her grave with flowers. But yeah, that's where Madeleine is. I wish they would go to that tree and dig up the area by that tree.
Well, maybe we need to take a field trip to Portugal. We'll do a live. We'll
Right?
do a live from Portugal. That'd be kind of fun.
I just
To
thought,
answer your question, Brooke, yeah. I mean, she was taken. Her parents were at a resort in Portugal, and they
right,
were in the resort, were at dinner, and left
yeah,
her in the room like sleeping. And
yeah,
she was taken from her room apparently while they were
right,
eating dinner, just like
yeah,
downstairs from the room.
right. Pedophile,
A
pedophile.
pedophile living within a mile and a half. That I mean, that he
Yeah,
does.
and buried her next to a tree, and it looks like pet graves.
Gotcha.
Imagine that guilt if you're a parent. Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, this is enough of a huge news story. If it's within a mile and a half, then I mean, what Mary just described, it should not be hard to find. So, someone in Portugal, get on it, will you?
Yeah, would
Well,
you
Mary,
please? Like they're like the roots. Like this is a big tree, and some of the roots come out of the ground a little bit, like they're punching through the ground, and that's where you'll find her.
Hmm.
But I just thought it was so weird seeing that girl in the jungle in Panama escorted by two Kuna Indians, Panamanians. So obviously they must have been caretaking of this child, but I thought it looks just like Madeleine. I
Hmm.
thought that was the strangest thing. And I even told my ex-husband, I said, did you just see that? That's Madeleine McCann. And he goes, no, I didn't see anything. Duh, 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 duh.
gotta love ex-husbands.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah. No, but I mean, I was in the back of a big truck with the realtor, with some property owners, and we got out, and I looked and I saw this girl coming down, haircut the same face, same eyes. I did a double take, and two women dressed like Kuna Indians, Panamanians.
Wow. I got a
Crazy.
question out of the audience. One from Aubrey. I don't know if you have there's a picture of Aubrey on the chat. On the chat there, Aubrey was asking if you know how her brother died. Apparently 2 months old. And do you have any clue how
Aw.
Aubrey's brother died?
Um,
So sorry,
SIDS,
Aubrey.
SIDS. They blame it on SIDS, or they blame it on suffocation or something. Aubrey, I'm not.
Like natural? Do you think there was foul
Yeah.
play?
I think they blamed it on natural, but I think there was foul play,
That makes sense.
negligence.
That makes sense. Aubrey,
Does
that
that
makes
make
sense, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, didn't John have another comment?
John logged off. He
Oh,
said
did
he
he?
had to go. So John, yeah, maybe he'll catch up to us later.
I hope
I've got another gentleman,
I
Davy
hope I
Jones.
didn't
He's got
upset.
he's. I asked him for a picture. He's got a picture. He wants to know what happened to his father. So maybe we'll be able to get Davy with a picture. So yeah, Davy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Go ahead and send a picture to the email address I just sent on there. And if you do that, I will go ahead and get his picture up there and see what Mary can find out about.
Oh God, I just got cold. Oh my God, it's freezing in my room right now.
That means something, right?
Yeah, it means spirits here. Okay, so yeah, I
Oh,
mean, bone cold, bone
Aubrey
cold.
is suspecting that perhaps her mother smothered her brother.
Yes, I
Yes,
feel
he did.
sure that she
Yes, she did.
did.
Oh dear.
Yes, she did. And it was like, but I put the baby on its back and it just stopped breathing. Never mind, the cover was all over the baby, you know.
Oh, actually, Davey is going to put the fathers on his profile pic. That's a good way of
Okay.
doing it.
Okay, good. Let's
You're
see.
out of the
Got here.
broadcast. So yeah, you get re-enter the studio. So yeah, Davey is trying to figure out a way to get me.
Davey, where are you from?
he's trying to change his YouTube picture
Okay.
to his father. I would imagine that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to find his father. His father passed away, and he wants to know how. Brooke is back in. Oh, she's sort of back.
I am. I'm looking for the.
Oh, your camera's just not on. That's okay. All right. All right. What? Well, he already asked Davey where he's from, so he hasn't answered you yet.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to go back to that.
Email, please send it, and we will get back to you.
I want to go back to the man, the father, and the wife who lost their young boy to this Stacy and Sarah.
Right. Yeah. Let me go put a picture back up there. So we were talking about.
Yeah, and then we'll get to Davey. That's Madeleine.
This is This is the one with
yeah. So I feel like somehow this woman was stalking this family, watching. She didn't like something she saw. I think maybe the father might have yelled at the kids. She didn't like what she saw, but she had been, and this is not the only child. Okay. This is not the only child she took. There is another one. There are two. And I feel like she was stalking them. She would go out of her way to say hello to the father, the abusive father, by the way.
Yeah.
And she would let it be known, oh, hi, nice to see you again. Just play all nicey. And she was a conniving bitch. Stacy, the one that's another realtor.
No, this is Sarah you're talking about, the conniving bitch. Stacy is the man.
Yes, Stacy's the sexual deviant man, the big fat one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sarah is the one that went out of her way. She had made the plan. She controlled Stacy. And she's the one that snatched this kid when she saw something she didn't like, when it was her opportunity. And honestly, I really feel like that horrible Stacy raped the child. Sexual deviant.
God, really?
Yeah, sexual deviant. He needs to be arrested, police. If you're listening to this, or if someone could tell the police, please.
So those people that took that child, extremely mentally ill, both of them, because you said
Both
that the
of
woman
them.
is mentally ill, and then you said the father, or the husband is a sexual deviant.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks mentally challenged in some way, for sure.
Yeah, he's a deviant. Yep. Pedophile.
That poor child.
Yeah, pedophile.
So
I can say that through Spirit. Spirit said that. Okay. That's what Spirit is showing me. I trust Spirit 100%. Okay. Humans are fallible. We make mistakes, but Spirit is never wrong. I may be wrong for how I interpret it. Okay. Because they show me signs, symbols, and imagery. It's like a movie that plays out. That's the remote viewing part of my gift. But for sure, everything I have said today on the program is Spirit speaking through me.
Right. So she gets it wrong, but I can say, because I don't give a fuck, this guy seems like a crazy little asshole, and I think you agree. So yeah, I don't care. Come at me, dude. Bring it, Stacy. You little prick. Fucking a 5-year-old. I'll kick your ass, Stacy. Bring it.
Fat perv. Yeah, what a fat perv. Serious. Yeah. Someone arrest this son of a bitch. Okay.
Yeah, for real.
So did Davey get...
I'm sorry that your mom...
I got off of Davey. I got out looking for pictures of this idiot. All right, Davey Jones. Yeah, he added a picture on his profile. I believe that's of his father. So do you see his profile there in the chat, Mary?
No, I can't see any chat.
No, she can't see a chat.
You can't see.
Is that chat? Oh, where'd you go? I should not be touching buttons. Okay.
Okay, there. I see it. I got a picture of him right there.
Hi, Davey.
That's Davey's father.
Okay.
Davey Jones. Okay. Wow. Monkeys, Davy Jones. Okay, I added his picture on my profile.
That's a picture of Davy Jones's father, who he
Why
wants
am
to
I
know what
seeing
happened to his
heart?
father.
Davy, did he have heart issues? Because I see heart attack. I see like he couldn't breathe. It was hard for him to breathe. Like his chest, there was something wrong with his chest. Um, so I got a heart attack. And did they find his car but not find him, or they didn't find either?
Davy said he had a heart attack.
Davy said he had a heart attack.
Well, that would make sense.
Well, oh, hey, he was just testing you then. Oh, you got it right. You
Yeah,
passed.
had a heart attack.
She's not
Davy,
number 5 in the world
did
for
he
nothing.
smoke? Davy, did he smoke and then he quit, or he picked it back up, or I saw smoking, but I saw there were also some pills. I don't know if there was nitroglycerin or some pill he was taking for congestive heart failure, but I saw his heart. He had a heart attack. And then,
Oh, he died from COVID, but he always thought there was something fishy about his death. So it must have been recently, obviously.
Okay, so he had a heart attack. In the past, he had a heart attack. So he had the pre-existing condition. He had something wrong with his heart, congestive heart failure.
If he had nitroglycerin with him, then he would have obviously had a previous problem.
Right. So, but Davey, was he diabetic as well? Type 2? Any answer?
No. If someone tried to, he wants to know if someone tried to murder him. He wasn't able to visit him. So he wants to know if there's anything fishy about his death, or did he just die from being sick and unhealthy? Or
I feel like no one took care of him.
Yes, he was diabetic, and no one. So he was neglected.
He was neglected, Davey. I feel like they just left him. He's like, I feel like he couldn't breathe. So that's the COVID. He had heart issues. He was type 2 diabetes. And they're like, well, we have to save someone else. We're just going to let him go. Okay.
Davey, was he alone? Who was with your brother when he passed away? Do you know?
Well, this was during COVID. There's probably, they had
Nobody.
the isolation nonsense going on where you couldn't visit anybody, and it was just
yeah. I just felt like they just passed him over. They passed him over. I felt like, well, there's nothing they can do. He has all these foreboding issues with his body, and then he gets COVID. There's nothing we can do. On to the next one. So he just languished. Okay. I just feel like they didn't give him the respect as a human being he should have had in a hospital. They didn't go the extra mile to save his life.
So it doesn't sound like he was murdered, but it was certainly neglect.
Well, it's neglect.
Yeah.
Can you say that's murder? Sure, you can.
Well, yeah. that's manslaughter, of course.
Yeah, that's
neglect results in someone's death.
Yeah, but it was too much. He couldn't breathe. It was too much for his system. But I just felt like they could have done more.
Yeah.
I'm from a family of doctors. Okay, family, kids, brothers, dad, mom was a nurse. So if you think you've gone far enough to get the job done, you haven't even started, honey.
Oh, thank you. They didn't let us. Yeah, they didn't let him in. Yeah, because they were positive of COVID, so they couldn't go to the hospital.
I'm so sorry. I think
sorry,
that hospital.
That was some insanity when we went through that. What we went through.
We lost too many people. I know that Cal lost his grandpa. I lost my grandmother.
I lost friends. Yeah, I lost people I used to work with. That the hospital just was overburdened.
I didn't lose my grandpa to COVID. I lost him because of the shutdown. He gave up. Yeah. He gave up. I mean, he couldn't leave. He couldn't get visitors. He had to live.
Yeah.
He was 89, so but that's just, he probably could have made it a few more years if he had something to live for. But
yeah,
he forgot what life was like. Sad.
Yeah. So and I feel like his father, something with his mouth. I don't know if he started bleeding out of his mouth, coughing up blood from his lungs, and I just because I think that was the end that I'm seeing for
Maybe
his
he'd
dad.
aspirated or something. Maybe
Yeah,
had,
he aspirated. Yeah.
So it was real traumatic.
so had there been a
It
nurse paying
was.
attention,
It
that probably
was.
wouldn't have happened.
And I just felt like, he felt alone. He felt like nobody was there to help him. And I'm so sorry, Davy. Nobody should go through that alone. Nobody should have to suffer that by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people died that way.
Yeah, too many.
Too many.
It's life, man. All right. Well, yeah,
Hypertension. He was diagnosed with hypertension, I believe. Hypertension. I just heard hypertension.
Hypertension.
Does that make sense, Daisy?
High blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is hypertension. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like he had a lot of conditions that would have.
Yeah.
Oh, Aubrey said that, Mary, you've given her a lot of validation, and her family sucks.
I'm sorry.
Aubrey's a friend of ours. So
Aubrey, you're in our family.
Yeah,
you're part of our family.
We are.
Now.
She
Aubrey,
is part of our family.
I'm so sorry. I think I was it on purpose or more of an accident? That's the question. I just see maybe, like I said, more could have been done. To prevent that.
Wants to show pictures of people who I suspect are responsible for instigating his wife to leave him. I don't know if that counts.
What?
One of our viewers asked if you wanted to send a picture of people he suspects that they're instigating his wife to leave him, or that responsible. Yeah, go ahead and send it to that email address. I mean, we may be able to get to it quickly, but we're running out of time here.
Yeah,
are we? Yeah, email.
Got all afternoon.
I'm part of the email. I'll check it and we'll figure that out. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we would look into. We would prefer to look at missing people, but yeah, if we want to look at that kind of thing, we can play.
Yeah. Mary also does readings, so if you're ever interested,
I do.
Please.
Yeah, they're pretty intense. I've overheard a few readings, and yeah, watching people look like they just get hit by a baseball bat. Like, what'd you just say?
The email address. The email address is the real Mary the Medium, exactly how it sounds, at gmail.com. And if anybody wants to put that in the chat,
I posted it a few times. Yeah, I'll do it again.
Yeah, and so everything that I have said today is actually what Spirit is saying, not me. I'm human. I make mistakes, but Spirit is never wrong. And
yes, if there's a mistake, it's in the interpretation.
Right.
I didn't even know about this content 10 minutes before.
I knew nothing about this.
I know you didn't.
I read blind. I don't even have to have a picture of you to give you a reading. And
yeah, that's kind of how we set this up. Is Mary doesn't want to know very much. A lot of times she'll call me before and start giving me details before I've even suggested it, which is like, Mary, save it for the show.
It's
but
weird,
yeah, she doesn't know much about. I mean, Madeleine McCann, of course, everyone knows that one. But yeah, the fair through at her, she had no clue. It was actually suggested by one of our viewers last week. I wish I could remember who it was, but I'll throw you out. Whatever. Yeah, but if you want us to investigate any cases that are burning a hole in your brain, throw them out, throw them to Mary the Medium, or just do a comment on this YouTube. We'd be happy to look into it for you. I keep an eye on this stuff, and I set the shows up, so I will be happy to add whatever content you were looking for. So absolutely,
we're here to help.
I want that little girl found. Okay, rural road, the asphalt's not the greatest. The road's not the greatest, but there's a dirt road, and the guy that did it's got hair to here. I want her body found, guys. She is not far from home. She is off of the road and off that dirt road. Okay, on the left hand side, there's a brown shanty, like maybe in South Carolina where I grew up. In a small little town, there is like old shacks that used to belong to the poorest of the poor, and that's what you will see when you get to that dirt road. You will see that if you're driving down the dirt road, you will see that on your right hand side, and across the road is that dirt road. Right next to it. It's like the grass has grown up, and then it's a dirt road. And just drive down that dirt road just 200 feet. and then look on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
All right, people. I'm in Tennessee, outside of night. Maybe I'll have to go visit my uncle and maybe take a field trip. It's about a half hour from my uncle lives.
We've tried to call the police before and let them know, but we haven't really had much luck with different people. So we can keep on trying and see if we get any bites. But I don't know if this is going to have to be a civilian effort, because
I think more of a civilian effort. The police are really, in England, they've got this great law that says, okay, if the police have exhausted all means, it is a law that they can turn to a medium for help. Okay, well, gee, wow, that might bruise their egos, considering I found Alex Holland, Glenn Jackson, Reese Rogers, and numerous other people. The Cumbria police were the nicest. The Kent police, I'm sorry, sucked.
They were terrible.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so the police are a little hard to deal with. They don't understand gifts like mine. I've dealt with the LA police, but what have you got to lose? You already lost the kid. You already lost the person. And if you don't have clues, then go to somebody who might be able to help.
Mary, that's how I have a cousin, and maybe we'll talk about this in another podcast. But I have a cousin, I've talked to you about her, and she was raped and murdered at like 3 years old.
Yes.
Found in a ravine, and my family is deeply religious. So going to a psychic is, taboo. But eventually that happened, and what the psychic told her, that's where they found the little girl. And, we'll talk about it more, but that's how they found her. And there's so many different mediums that have found bodies, but they don't get credit.
Right. I know. Or you have others that jump in and try and claim it. So, it's I know. I totally understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's why we have this show, because if we find somebody, we have fucking receipts now, right?
Yeah, we'll keep on going. I know we're running out of time, but
yeah, thanks,
please,
Scott.
Anybody, if you have questions, we can answer them.
Right. Yes.
Yep. Just send them to either a comment on this channel or send them to the real Mary, the medium at gmail.com. It's in the chats. Looks like we've made Dennis a believer. He was cynical before he showed up. I was cynical too, Dennis, before I met Mary. So
Dennis,
some of this stuff we just cannot explain. And sometimes you have to get comfortable in life with something you're just not able to explain.
Right.
All right. Do you want to hang out 1 second? I've got the he just sent those screenshots. Can we?
All right. Let's
what do you think, studio audience? Can we extend this by just a few more minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and throw some pictures up here.
Yay!
You've got the day off, Mary.
I got the day off. And excuse my face. Oh my God, I was out in the Florida sunshine. Oh, sorry.
Lucky Florida.
Look like I had one of those laser peels. No. Oh, please don't let
We're
me
in Metro Detroit, so we're glow in the dark.
Please don't let me ever look like the Floridian women, with the
leathery.
No, the pull tie.
That's my specialty, Mary. I've been in the business for 25 years. I'll help you not look like a prune. And I think you're looking pretty good. So.
Thanks. Okay. All right. What do we got?
One almost there. Hang on. I'm putting these pictures on up here.
Okay. So Spirit's already coming through.
Spirit's already coming through?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a
I have here 3 pictures he just sent me. So I'm not sure. I don't have any context. I have this picture, this man, and this woman. I think he's trying to say that some people are responsible for, I'm guessing this is his wife, and the 2 people he believes are responsible for his wife leaving him or conspiring against him to get his wife to leave him. Mary, you getting anything out of any of these pictures yet?
I get like it's a ploy, and I don't know why. Go back to the guy. Let me see the guy.
Man?
Yeah, he drinks a lot. I see some dope. He drinks a lot, and there's some drugs. He hangs out with some pretty.
Uh-oh, I can't hear you, Mary.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
I can hear you now.
Shut up for a
Yeah,
second.
no, I just had spirit here. It's like right in my ear. And I want to say there's a mother that's coming, like that just came forward and said, don't believe them. Something like she's like yelling in my ear. So this woman, okay, so let me get this straight. Tell me again.
Oh, he says he didn't send his wife yet. Okay, so so there are 3 people that
Three people that are
none of these are his wife, so there's the 3 people he's describing
as trying to get him to leave his wife.
Conspiring against getting his wife to leave him. These 3 people are people he suspects of getting his wife to try to leave him, or that's kind of what he did not send his wife yet. I'm not sure who these 3
drinking, I got some partying, I got freedom. I don't like the way where is this in India? I don't like how I think she feels suppressed.
Okay.
Is it like a midlife crisis type of deal?
Yeah. That guy drinks a lot, does some drugs, or I know he smokes. I know.
So are they all friends? How does this apply? There's 3 of them.
I think, I'm just not. To me, it looks like a game, and I think she feels suppressed. She feels some freedom with these people, and she needs to stop what she's doing.
So they aren't necessarily manipulating her, but they're just offering her a more fun life than
what she's currently experiencing with her husband. So he needs to take her out on the town, do some wonderful things for her. Okay. However, I feel like that's a party group. There's something else going on though with them. Something that I don't trust. But I'm not like go out, live a little, but there's something underneath that.
Okay. Yeah, looking. He said he sent a picture of his wife also.
We're trying to find a picture of the wife, Mary.
Okay.
All right. And I'm about to put it up here. Hang on. And this is his wife there.
Yeah, she's easily manipulated. Okay. And it's easily manipulated, almost to the point where her mind is not her own.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She would be the kind of person that would follow a cult.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
He's asking, is his wife trying to cheat on me with that man, with the guy that drinks and parties and stuff?
I think she is not. How long have they been married? I think she likes the excitement of being out with other people. I don't think she would cheat on him, but
it's not a romantic thing. It's a partying. He's a partying.
She likes to be out with other people.
So sowing wild oats. That's what she's trying to do.
Yeah, because I don't think she ever did.
That happened.
But I don't think she would. I mean, I can see the love in her heart for him, for her husband, but I just feel like, it's fun. It's fun. What's fun at home?
Yep. So we don't see cheating, sir. I mean, yeah, it sounds like you maybe to crack this, maybe become a more fun person yourself, or try to emulate. I mean, don't go out and get cocaine and shit, but try to emulate the lifestyle. Take her out, have fun, party. Maybe she feels kind of shut in.
Cocaine and shit.
Cocaine and shit. All right, my friend.
No, go take her out on the town.
Not exactly what we're trying to do, find missing people, but sometimes we have a little fun. Like I said, we like to take Mary's gift out for a spin.
Go get a couple's massage.
Romance her. Take her on a trip. Bring her flowers. You
can win her back, brother. Let's make it happen for you. All right.
Yeah.
Email me. I'll give you some ideas.
Yeah, Brooke knows this kind of stuff. She knows what a woman wants.
I don't. I'm twice divorced, so
exactly. Me too.
Don't listen to me.
One for me.
Yeah.
Only one so far. We'll see.
I'm trying to be like Elizabeth Taylor, I guess. I don't know. No, not really.
I said that time the first time I got married. I said
She had
that would
7 this
probably
time.
be like, I'll always be the most beautiful bride. Like it will be continuous. It's 21.
Yeah, just give me my cats, okay?
Exactly. I just
Give
want
me
to be a golden
Exactly.
girl, have like a little village.
Yeah, I'm like the typical medium: cats, old woman, you know, that kind of
So
thing.
we're going to be here next week at 3 p.m.
Yeah, same time, same
Yeah,
channel.
bashing the bad guys.
So yeah, if you do have someone, I mean, missing people is what we focus on. But if you want to catch the spouse cheating or figure that kind of shit out too, if we have time, we'll get to that too. But all right, Missy, we'll get to you next week. But we're kind of running out of time. So hey, I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. We've got a lot of viewers today, and appreciate both Mary and Brooke. Appreciate your time, ladies.
Thank you
And
so much.
thanks,
Have a blessed week,
Aubrey.
everyone.
Thank you so much, Aubrey. Thank you guys. Really enjoyed it. Wish we
Thank
could
you,
go
Aubrey. We love you
for
too. You're our
hours.
family.
You're the best, Mary.
All right, everybody.
Guys.
Appreciate it. We'll be back in a week, and thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you in a week. Bye.
Okay, no divorces. The guy over there, no divorces. Just
Don't do it, man.
quiet.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't
Not
do
yet.
it. Yeah. All right, bye.